Could we imagine developing a drug in days instead of decades, costing thousands of dollars instead of hundreds of millions of dollars? You know, it's been said that it could take us 1,000 years to treat genetic disease at our current way of doing things. I think about the billions of lives that we could lose just because we didn't change what we were doing. My name is Casey McPherson, and I went from playing music all over the world to leading one of, in my mind, the most cutting edge genetic biotech companies called AlphaRose Therapeutics. My story starts with my daughter, Rose. She was born, when she was born, she was choking on her food, and as she learned to develop, she would fall down on her face, and she eventually lost her ability to talk. The neurologist said, Casey, your daughter has a rare genetic disease. There is no cure. There's nothing we can do. Good luck. And unfortunately, Rose's disease falls under the current threshold that pharma believes is profitable, which there are thousands of these genetic diseases that do. The problem is that the technology does exist to treat many of these diseases, but the business model does not. And that's why I started AlphaRose, is to create that business model. You will hear from TCAR Rare Labs today. We built an antisense oligonucleotide for Rose's disease in less than a year. And AlphaRose has developed a development and commercial and clinical strategy to scale this drug development, and for starting with our lead product, RDD. And RDD has 140 known patients. We expect to reach clinical trials by the end of this year, beginning of next year. We've been working on some AI as well. Our business model is based on like a tiny home model. Small cost of development, fast to commercialize. What we've been making drugs as is like a high-rise model, decades to develop, hundreds of millions of dollars. You can invest in AlphaRose for as little as $600. It takes as little as 6 minutes. I'm co-founded by executives from Genzyme. I want to see Rose play in the park. I want to hear her say daddy again, but without a genetic treatment, she never will. Her and millions of patients are waiting. Thanks. Panelists? I know all these guys. Don't hold back on me.
Well, I've known you for a few years now, and always, inspired by what you do. I just want to ask, a lot of the work I do, apart from the venture side, is in the ecosystem side. And how has kind of the Austin environment helped you, and where do you think there are opportunities for us to do better in helping folks like you build these companies and solutions?
Well, none of the investors I have right now are from Austin. So that says that. But I get to work with Capital Factory and Drew and Chris and others here that I'm hoping that I think technology is going to play a huge role in scaling genetic medicines. And I think Austin's ripe for that sort of partnership. So I am actively working to try to help, especially the investment and innovation community in Austin.
So you're developing the therapeutic side of it, but as you think about how that fits into the larger context of the healthcare system, upstream, downstream, like what's missing in the ecosystem around you?
I think, I'm missing money, because I think robotics and technology, play a big role, university partnerships. I think one of our biggest challenges is going to be regulatory, thinking about a process approval instead of, a 5 to 10 year typical clinical trial. So those expertise in this city are a little bit more difficult for us to find, but I love Austin. I'm not moving anywhere. So, I want to find all the places to do that.